Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play I Am the Beholder. I am Game Master Darius. Last we left off, we had a quick rest, and we are very close to the end of the game. How do I know this? Because I've got a map. Whether or not the map's any good, that's the better question. So, we have activated several teleporters. The one teleporter we really need will lead us directly to the end boss. Well, not directly, but you know what I mean. Relatively close. Somewhere close. Yeah. Anyways, let's see. That leads to... oh, jeez. It's one of those things, right? If I don't just jump into one, I'm going to overthink things. This one leads to a long-ass hallway, but we want to turn right. Because there is going to be a teleporter within this room. Yeah, there is going to be. Not yet. We went. I got mildly jump scared by the goddamn eyeball room. All right, so this is room 5. The center one, this one here, anyways, goes back to the room we were just at. While the bottom one leads back. So we don't want to take either of these teleporters. They are basically traps. That one's nothing. So I cannot bust open that door. Unfortunate. Secret door. That activates one of the teleporters. Teleporter C. Ah. Strange symbol has been etched into the wall. Creepy. I find it partially amusing that there's just so much random ass crap in this area. Are we sure we can't bust this down? Alright, fine. Again, relatively close to the end of the game. It's just a whole lot of more teleporter traps and whatnot. Or not teleporter traps, teleporter puzzles. Honestly, teleporter puzzles are the kind of puzzles that I pseudo hate the most. Alright, so this room... This right here is not supposed to be there. We've activated... and we gotta get in through the other side. Oh, right. Okay, I see what's happened. In order to get into that room, we need to hit teleporter C, which is this one. The one to the left. Boom. And now we're all confused. Oh god, we're trapped like rats. No, it's just a secret. That activates teleporter D. Whether or not there's any dudes that want to murder us on the way back to this teleporter. Yes. This leads here. Where's here? Nowhere terribly important at the moment, but we'll get there. There are 2 chutes that lead to where we want to go, I think. None of which are in that room. One goes up, one goes down, but both of them head to the correct direction. Theoretically speaking. Why, hello there. I do think that we're going... That's not what I meant to do. Oh well. So, to give you a little bit of a view of what this thing is, we're going to... yeah, look at that. Terrible BC beholders. We're going to see about drawing attacks of opportunity. However many we need to. Not bad damage. I've already drawn the attacks, so blessing should be a good idea. Now everyone gets to make a better attacks. This works, it'll be astoundingly funny. Or if this works again, to clarify. Yeah, okay. No. I'm not gonna. Because that'd be funny. Come on. I'm amazed that it doesn't have shield on. A little bit annoying that we can't really use many of our more powerful spells for some of these fights, simply because most of the spells are, in fact, just massive heckin' AoEs. But we got 4 relatively powerful martial-based characters. Well, 3 relatively powerful martial-based characters and a cleric. Longsworded. Get longsworded again. 20 damage, not bad. Yep. 4 damage. Less than impressive, but hey. Magic missile, magic missile, magic missile. Again, not the most, but every little bit counts. Oh, it's already next to dead, so... Glorious. And will the halfling get the kill? No. Will the half-orc get the kill? Yes. Well, ain't that something? We did a murder of a terrible, terrible creature. We're gonna rest. And then proceed onward, because we're not done yet. That is a beholder. How did I open this door? Bone key. Am I a dumb... Where have I had a bone key. I used a bone key. Where do I get another bone key? Oh, wait, nope. I see where. Literally need to turn around. Oh, that's the pearl key. Oh, that activated teleporter E. That makes it so as we can go back to level 5. Do we do that now? I think we do that now. Which would be... That feels silly. I won't lie. What do you mean, pits? Most everything else I climbed down instinctually, but no, this one I freaking jumped down, apparently. Whatever. So, teleport E. I think they pretty much just wanted to give us a way to, you know, get out of here in case anything terrible happened, like, oh, my character died. Teleports me all the way up here. Greetings, good friend. We heard word from our scouts in the lower depths of your exploits and decided to open up the portal to that area, thinking you cleared it. We would have told you before, but we firmly believed doing so would bring death to us all. We knew the entity calling itself Xanathar was down there, and assuming the reports of its ferocity and tenacity are correct, we're not ready to take it on just yet. However, in opening the portal, a large group of drow, driders, and human fighters came pouring through. It was a hard-fought battle, and we lost quite a few. Luckily, we were able to shore up any portals to this place, and any other exits to the area before being overwhelmed. We did witness their leader talking to a mirror of sorts. Though we couldn't see what was in the mirror, the leader did refer to it as Xanathar. We were unable to get to the leader and believe she may have made a way for you to get to the Xanathar creature, whatever it may be. Also, thanks to your your own efforts, we were able to link up with our brethren up at the inn. Thank you for opening the route. In speaking with Storn, we agreed that if you dealt with Xanathar, we would grant you your freedom. What do you mean, grant me my freedom? Come back here when you are ready. The teleporter behind me is the only way, but we'll watch you from here. Good luck. Alright, so that is quite literally just the way to Xanathar himself. Itself. Themselves. I don't know. Freaking two. Look at the money paid. Rip off. A lot of you. Well, it's still safe here, so at the least I'll camp because that makes it so as I can prep my spells. I don't think that there's anything else I really need here. Like, unless this dude suddenly got some really bitchin' weaponry. No, not really. I think we're good. Just right on in, alright. Let me just use magic missile to... Yep. That is indeed yet another rider. I probably should have just launched a freaking sleep spell at it. No. If hold person will hold person. Oh, hey, that works. I'm not sure why I'm bothering having to land in trying to... Well, okay. Diagonally. Alright, where'd you teleport me? Secret area. Secret area. Don't mind me as I have to open another map to this secret area. There is next to nothing in here. In fact, there is actually basically nothing in here except the one thing we need to open that one door. Nyeh. Alright, all good. Whoever's got the most land speed. Go forth and murder. Dead. Okay. It's fine. Oh, that is less than fine. Yep. That's a lot of dudes. That's a lot of dudes. That's a lot of dudes within fireball range. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, a couple of hellhounds too, but whatever. Yep. Oh, that's some good obliteration right there. Okay, that did hit an ally, but like, come on. That was some really good obliteration. Really? Magic missile? Deafness? Of all the... You know what? It's fine. Probably want to try to hold person on this dude here. Just so as he doesn't get an attack of opportunity when I go to murder his friends. Pop. Okay. I suppose they're not trying to hold person on me, but alright. Multiple attacks. Might as well kill this one first. And then go for this guy. Damn good. Now let's move just a little bit over here. A little bit to the side. Because... Fireball 2, Electric Boogaloo. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. we'll rest beforehand, so. Yep, knew that was going to get Talos, but, I mean, he actually has HP, so. Murder. Thank you. That guy really wants a piece of one of my characters. Who the hell are you? What are you doing? Where are you going? I'm squinting at you pretty intensely right now, game, because I don't know what the hell all that was about. Get sleeped. Get slept? Go to sleep. Gotta admit, though, that was a good place to suddenly decide, hey, you know what? We'll make it so as you can take a lot of people out all at once. Yeah, come on. Really wish that y'all would die a little faster, but alright. Yeah, cure your wounds. Really? Really? Oh, goody. Possible death. Why? 'Cause why not? Alright. Wait. Did that succeed or did that fail? I really can't tell now. Because that was a plus. Plus usually indicates that it's a... No, it's fine. Didn't tenderize that driter. Good shit. Uh-huh. I suppose you should try the same. Tenderize it. Okay, that one's... Why did I think that one was asleep? I don't know. Take the attack up. Yeah, longsworded. I really probably should have said sought it and I don't know, tried something. Oh, come on. If I move... Yeah, I can get a attack on the Hellhound. Or try to get an attack on the Hellhound, of course. Clean up a little bit in aisle 12. I don't know why this is aisle 12. Also, I love that this area is called Secret Area, despite the fact that it's not really a secret. It's meant to be accessed so that we can get the thing we need in order to get to the end of the game. I know I'm being pedantic, but it's kind of a thing that bugs me a little bit sometimes. The Xanathar key and a buttload of experience points. Ah, of course. Teleported right in front of the Xanathar's little abode. Now, I'm going to drop a quick save. Because there's something funny I want to do after beating Xanathar legitimately.
Uninvited guests. Oh, I see that the Lord's Alliance consider this too risky to undertake themselves, so they have sent rabble to destroy the mighty Xanathar. Rabble you may be, but despite my traps, you've still managed to make it here after all. How unfortunate for you. How sad for me as well. I enjoyed immensely watching you fight my minions and stumble through my traps. Of course, I'm responsible for creating the traps, just as I'm responsible for creating the plan that will bring all of Waterdeep under my absolute control. But now our association has lost its fascination for me, and I can and I'm afraid I cannot let you interfere with my brilliant plan. Farewell, and say hello to Kolstad and Obrek for me.
Oh boy, we're in danger. Why are we in danger? Because not only is there one big-ass goddamn bastard of a beholder, but there's two of its kin. And if you'll remember, they kind of have a nasty, nasty bite. So, boop. 6 damage. I suppose I should have had these two kind of wait in the back for a little bit. But it's too late now. I really should have waited and let the rest of them throw fireballs and the like. Actually, that's not a terrible idea. Boop. Da ba 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 da ba. Alright. Talos. Zita. Fireball. Boop. Damn. Those guys weak against fireball. They just terrible at making their saves. Also, fireball. God damn. These be hardy. I suppose they're supposed to be. They are, you know, end game enemies. Alright, cast bless. Everyone gets blessed. There is something a little bit funny about how the hell it moves. Alright. That one had to take 2 actions to get up to me, so... Bop. And chop. Damn it. Zita, once again. This time with... Nope. Fireball. I believe it was right here. Jesus. Stock us. The use of the stock sound effects is just perfection. Alright, Din. Follow suit. Also with a fireball. Alright, so it failed its save. At the level we're at, I don't think it will necessarily. God, that is the most pathetic inflict serious wounds I think I've ever seen. Multiple attacks. I know I'm getting -4 to attacks from this angle. Get longsworded. Get longsworded again. Good. I'm surprised the other dude isn't dead. Oh well. Fireball from here. I'll hit Xanathar and the that was a death sound effect. Holy shit. We're gonna finish off this dude. Excellent. Now we need only finish off the other dude in the room. And we will do that by casting Fireball. Just Fireball. Just Fireball. Just Fireball. And that was Dungeons & Dragons Eye of the Beholder. But we're not done yet. I'm going to reload. Boop. Alright, let's try this again, but in a slightly different fashion. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. He talks a lot. They talk a lot. Anyways, let's see. You, hold still. You, sleep. Come on. Nope. 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 Maybe Din will have better luck. I think Din has the... I don't know. Does he have the highest when it comes to intelligence? Yes. It worked. Now, we just need someone to get right upon into his face. It's not going to be Landon. Looks like it might be Groklunk. Yeah, just deal with this guy slowly and surely. Well, in fact, I'm re-recording this because last time I screwed up and did damage to this bastard. Because, I'm an idiot. And something that, thinking about it now, inflict minor wounds does have a purpose. Because when you damage a character that is sleeping, they actually wake up. But you need to be particular about the kind of damage you do. And boom, Xanathar's dead. And now you're free to freaking magic missile and fireball all to your heart's content. Characters also within range of said fireballs and magic missiles be damned. Also, they do have sleep spells. They have a myriad of relatively powerful spells to use against you. I wouldn't worry too much about them unless they are sleep. No, they are not going to be held. I can already tell you that. They're not humanoid, which kind of blows. But hey, we're already putting the main boss, the final boss of the game, Xanathar, to sleep, and then proceeding to just murder him. I think we can suffer 2 death tyrants. Theoretically speaking. Zidalara. Let's Ice Storm. About here, I think. That should only hit Errant and Grow. About to call him Groklunk again. Battled Axe. And then another magic missile volley. God damn, these things are a lot tankier than I recall. Ah, Finger of Death. Finger of Death is actually a really damn powerful spell. If I actually move to flank. Bonk? Nope. No bonk. At some point, Landon will get a, I don't know, something to do this turn, I think. Alright, we'll move Talos out of there so that Landon can maybe get a hit in. Assuming that it doesn't. Nah, we'll have, never mind, we can't. I think Xanathar is the bigger threat between these ones, simply because its DCs would be higher. Oh wait, let's move you 5 feet this way. Because I'm going to have basically everyone else charge in and try to kill this thing. This terrible abomination from some other realm. If anyone actually knows what it is that a beholder is, what terrible things a beholder is. Yeah, they're pretty terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let me test this. Never mind. I thought I had inflict. Oh, I have inflict critical wounds. There's a severe difference. Just a little bit. I suppose instead then we could use 1 bolt of a magic missile. Just to wake it up. Just be all like, hey, dude. Stop sleeping on the jab. Literally. Would it help if I could actually target him? Actually, let me test this theory with a ray of frost. Miss. Of course. Oh. No, it's fine. I thought he fell asleep. Maybe the mere act of casting magic missile or a spell at him woke him up. Who knows? Magic missile, magic missile, magic missile. Imagine dying to magic missile as a final boss. Yeah, and that is Eye of the Beholder for the Game Boy Advance. I gotta hand it to you. I don't get why this game got as much hate as it did. I mean, for one, it's a Game Boy Advance game. Sure, there's a lot prettier looking games out there for the Game Boy Advance. A lot of them more technically sound, but they're trying to import 3.5 D&D into a handheld console cartridge. And for what it's worth, it was really impressively done. Sure, it is far better done in D&D Tactics, like I've said before. And we don't, like, if we try to match it towards the PC games, you know, Neverwinter Nights, Temple of Elemental Evil, and that sort of thing, it's unfair. Because, again, the GBA was nowhere near as powerful as a PC. But that said, it does have its flaws. Its art is, the lack of the music is maddening, and the fact that early game is... Well, to say that it's inaccurate to how early game any tabletop is would be a lie, because let's be honest, who hasn't spent an entire session, or at least 15 minutes of a session, just going around the table going miss, 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 miss? Because that shit happens more often than not, you know, especially early game. There are a lot of spells and whatnot that do not work as intended, or as far as I know, as is described in the actual 3.5. One second, I'm just gonna go back to the screen. For example, sleep. It is perhaps the most inconsistent spell in the entire game with how the hell it's supposed to work. Sometimes it'll put your party to sleep. Sometimes it'll put one enemy to sleep. Sometimes it'll only hit something within 10 feet. And I know that it's because of how many creatures of hit dice it's supposed to hit. But what is the upper echelon of this? You know? Because I just put Xanathar to sleep and one-shot him. Whereas I can accidentally put to sleep one of my characters who are far beyond 4 hit dice, or 4 levels, however the hell you want to describe it, because they're actually the same thing. So yeah, I think that yes, this is a very, 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 very flawed game, but I do see potential. I see heart. I guess heart might be the wrong word, because it's Wizards of the Coast. Even back then, they were very much just looking to make money, and, you know, there's no heart and money and all that fun stuff. God damn it, I miss it when I was a lot more naive. Anyways, this was a fun enough game, is my thing. I know that it seems like that I just torture myself with it, but it's a fun time. That said, there is very little in the way of replayability, because if you only go into this game trying to make, you know, hee-hoo funny groups and whatnot, you really can't. You have 4 classes, you have a few races, and if you don't optimize in this particular game, you are going to have a bad time. And unless you use certain tactics against certain characters, you're going to have a bad time. Like, if you don't hold person or sleep one of the drow clerics later on in the game, or the Xanathar, Zentarum, that's it, not Xanathar. Although you could do the same thing with Xanathar. If you don't hold person or sleep one of those people, and then one-shot them beforehand, you're going to have a bad time. And of course, there's just things that, things in 3.5 itself that just kind of dick you over. Like, if you want to play a ranged character, you gotta get precise shot, you gotta get point-blank shot, you gotta do this, that, and the other thing. Otherwise, you're going to suffer, like, -8 penalties just to attack something that's already in melee. and you're behind your front line. If you want to fight the vampire, you got to be really careful about the vampiric slam, because then you're going to lose all of your experience and have to be like 2,000 experience behind all the rest of the party. It's a fine enough game. It's just that they're much like when it comes to anything that's 5th edition based or anything that's Pathfinder based. Any flaws in the system are also going to be part of the game. So if you don't like, say, the action economy that exists in 5th edition, or you don't like how some of the proficiencies work in Pathfinder, you're not going to particularly enjoy those parts of that game. If you don't like some of the penalties that you get in 3.5, you're not going to like them in this game. And that's just compounded with how this game is presented, how this game is coded, you know? So, you got the flaws of the game itself, and then the flaws of the tabletop system. Combined together, you have a bad time. So, all in all, I don't know. I don't think this game is anywhere near as bad as a lot of people probably flag it out to be. What the hell is that phrase? It's not as bad as people make it out to be. And I honestly still give it a mid-range 6 out of 10. It's fine, it's flawed, but what game isn't? And, hell, I've played it twice, so... Of course, then again, I also played 7th Saga 7 times. Mind you, it was the easy version mod. It's just, I still played 7th Saga 7 times. I'm not ashamed. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this series as much as I really did enjoy playing it. If you want to support the channel, consider dropping a like, commenting, subscribing, all that fun stuff. Helps out the channel, lets you know whenever the hell I upload something, which is currently 3 times a day, 6 days out of the week, because I have no life. And if you want to support the channel in a direct financial fashion, or throw things at my face, you can go to one of the links down in the description below. It's a Ko-fi, there's a Patreon, and there's a Throne. Yeah, Throne is a thing where you can just be all like, hey, take this thing and throw it at my face. Every little bit helps, keeps a roof over my head, food on my belly, goes to upgrading my PC and getting games for the channel whenever I have the extra dosh. Where the hell am I going to go from here? I don't want to do another long-ass tabletop RPG-based thing, but I might do another long-ass tabletop RPG-based thing. We'll see how that goes. Thank you everyone so very much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next adventure. Take care. Cheers.